Uh, my name is Margaret Ann Windsor. Um, I've done a lot of videos in the past telling about my kidnapping in 41 from Buckingham Palace and who kidnapped me. Joseph Kennedy was ambassador, and he was friends with Roosevelt, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the people who are the New World Order now. And my Uncle George um, helped with my kidnapping. He became the illegal George the Sixth and Elizabeth, and that's a total illegal lineage. But they lied about my father, King Edward VIII, his own brother, and the Kennedys, not just Joseph, he was ambassador, 36 to 46, but John and Joe Kennedy flew in and out during the time that I was kidnapped. So you can make your own connections. And I think that when you take a king down during that time and kidnap the future monarch, me, Victoria II, that makes a big difference in the United Kingdom and the British, a big blow to them. Um, Now, they gave Kennedy medals and made a big to-do, and they've not once mentioned anything about me because they've tortured me since the day that they put me in Moulton, Alabama, and gave me the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. And both twins were dead and killed by their mother. They were illegitimate, unwed, she was. I'm just going to show a picture of my father, and then I'm going to continue with why I did this tape about the mind control murders that I've written about in the past. First, I'm going to show you my father, then George with Roosevelt and the kidnapping, and the double impostor they used to marry Wallace Simpson. My father was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe Windsor, sister to Georgia O'Keeffe, the artist. My mother was American Catholic, Irish. Oh, now then, I want to mention this too. This is Timothy McVeigh. I think I put that on there. He told everyone that the military put a chip up him, and he was programmed, and he's one of them that can be totally proven. He's dead, and he's a victim himself of mind control. Then they've got William, and I won't call him Prince because he's not. They have stolen the money. They have uh, been traitors to Great Britain, and they are not the legitimate heirs. And when they go on their live the exorbitant lifestyle and give away money that belongs to me, while I've lived in sheer hell and starved and frozen and told the truth. I mean, there's no law that can really make her pay, but it would be nice to clear my father's name and see that family stand trial for the crimes they've committed against me and against the British. But here they say that William had a chip implanted somewhere in his anatomy to discourage would-be kidnappers. I thought that was kind of something since his great-grandfather kidnapped me, helped in it. And by the way, his son, George, was named after his great-grandfather, George the Illegal Sixth, that kidnapped me, helped kidnap me. The name of the book was Project Lucid. It's about the New World Order and mind control and implantable biochips. hope you can see that. And this was Larry Flynn. I don't think I showed it here. He was shot while I was doing the book, and I was in Marietta, Georgia, at Moonraker Apartments, and I wrote a book, MD, A License to Kill. And Larry McDonald was one of the doctors, and he was a congressman in it, U.S. congressman. And when his plane went down, August of '83, I was flown out to Larry Flynt's for political support in that campaign to replace him. And Larry Flynt had been shot, as I say, in Lawrenceville, Georgia, in March the 6th of '78 while I was doing the book. And of course the person was programmed to shoot him and killed his attorney. Now then, I want to say this. I guess I used that term too much. Oh, and I wanted to mention the psychiatrist at Fort Hood shootings. He was born in Roanoke in Vinton, where I'm at, and he finished school at Virginia Tech, Blacksburg, and went on to get his degree in psychiatry. Now then, Virginia Tech is where the 33 were killed, mass shootings, April 16th of '07, and there were a lot more that weren't told about, and they never admitted this was mind control used. In fact, they referred to the young man from South Korea, the shooter in the Virginia Tech, the mass shootings, as deranged. He's under mind control, and mind control has nothing to do with mental illness. And that's what they're doing. Mind control is just a weapon. And mental health is an easy way to shuffle it off and lock people up without using the court system, really, making them the criminal. Just like James Holmes of the Aurora, Colorado shootings, and a whole list of them, the Tucson, and could go on way back to the Wayne Williams, and way before then before I started writing about it, I started telling about it in '71, or a little prior to then. And this is where I was getting to. This morning, this is December the 1st of 13, I saw in the news that young man Paul Walker was killed in a car crash. He's a movie star. He was killed in a crash in San Calida. I'm mispronouncing it, I'm tired. California. So, without trying to explain, because you really can't in just a few words, the data and the timeline and all that is in the patterns, and how I know they were under mind control and done in patterns. But that was one of them. San Clarita. I can't right at the moment. I'm tired from today. But then the other one that I'm so sorry about is Glasgow, Scotland, the police helicopter that went down on the pub, and so sad for the people involved in the pain in that. And then Alabama, University of Alabama Crimson Tide last night at the ending, very ending, when, Auburn beat Alabama in the last play. And so someone's going to dismiss it because people don't like to believe that mind control is invisible, and they don't like to see that something where they can't fight back, or they'd rather pretend it's not happening. And they don't want to admit that the United States is so much a part of all the hell that's been caused around the world. My reason, I wanted to live long enough to go home and repay the British. I mean, a lot of them are dead for the pain and suffering they've been through, and Germans. And the Americans, there were some, a few that tried to help. Most of them thought it was a joke and cute and helped with the hell I've been. So don't tell me I'm not a vet. I've lived hell from the day they dropped me off over here in 41. And it's never stopped, believe me. It's just the way they've done it and carried it out. I wanted to clear my father's name. My God, it wasn't even my father that married Wallace Simpson. He was married to my mom. And then I'm born in 39, the legal heir. And they made George the Sixth in the movie, The King's Speech, like a good guy. They have covered it up because the media will not print it, for one thing. The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the New World Order controls it. So my point here, even though you don't understand, and I don't know that it will really be forced to be told, is what would happen about the mind control of patterns and my kidnapping. I hope it's told and the good guys win, because they've been through a heck of a lot.